Hello and welcome to Educated, Empowered, and Enthused. My name is Dr. Megan Kaylee McPhee-McGlone. You can call me Meg. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, certified fitness instructor, wicked fierce mental health advocate, and founder and owner of Lovely Bones, your one-stop shop for holistic health and fitness services. Today, we are going to talk about your mindset around exercise. How do you feel when somebody says the word exercise? Just take a second. Take a second and assess. When you hear that word, how does it make you feel? For many, it's a very scary word. My Auntie June literally made a joke last Thanksgiving when I said the word exercise in the context of running a Feast or Five turkey trot-esque road race in the morning. She said, "Oh God, I got the shivers. I got the shivers." Now, when we're all sitting around the table sharing a nice meal, I do understand that the last thing anyone wants to think about is physical exertion, super fair. But anytime anyone around me makes that kind of joke or says, "Ooh, exercise is a bad word," or it sends shivers up my spine, literally, I do feel that twinge of deep sadness in my soul every time I hear it. Why? Certainly not because I hold any judgment for Auntie June or anyone else, any person that associates working out with negative emotion, because tragically, that is incredibly common. It's because I'm so painfully aware, the reason I get sad, I'm so painfully aware of why that common experience has become so prevalent. Humor me for a second. Let's take it all the way back, my friends. Let's rewind to the days where the world was full of Homo sapiens roaming the earth in tribal type communities. Exercise, in the context of an intentional practice, didn't exist, right? The demands of life brought with it various physical activities, walking from place to place as nomads, bending and moving in all sorts of planes of motion to gather food, squatting down unsupported to use the bathroom, climbing and challenging our balance as we navigated the land for everyday needs. It's a modern practice, having to make the time to intentionally exercise for our health maintenance. For a lot of people, day to day, our jobs or our daily activities are not nearly as demanding as those of our ancient ancestors. For many of us, not even close. And as we become more intelligent as a species, we've been given this extra responsibility. We've been given the capacity to have new jobs that require less physical effort. And we've also been given the capacity to create and distribute these abstract concepts and ideas, really high level with our big-brained intelligence, which can be beautiful and amazing, but can also be detrimental to our collective well-being. The example that you may realize that I'm alluding to is the dawn of beauty standards. Somehow, some way, people with a lot of societal influence over generations were able to convince the vast majority of the population that thinness was the end-all be-all goal. And the way to get there was through exercise, most often killing yourself with cardio, or generally just any form of intense routine that requires drenching yourself in sweat and achieving full body exhaustion every damn day. Science never supported the use of physical activity as a primary means of weight loss. It's always been nutrition's role. Exercise can absolutely be helpful at the start for an untrained person in particular, and absolutely has some important indirect contributions. More on that some other time. But the point is, from an evidence perspective, using workouts as the sole means to lose as much body fat as possible has never been supported or an effective strategy. And the real heartbreaking thing is many predatory fitness industry marketers knew this. They weren't dumb. They weren't ignorant to this. They knew this and they used it. They knew the intense 30-day shred set folks up for failure. These businesses make money knowing people won't be able to achieve sustainable lifestyle habits, and they'll keep coming back. The people who are doing these things are thinking that the lack of results they get from whatever program that they followed was due to their lack of commitment, rather than being chalked up to an inappropriately dosed exercise regimen and perhaps a simultaneous lack of nutrition changes, or overall education on what approach would work best for that individual. All this to say, the mindset around exercise has been so tragically tainted. When we're little, yes, maybe we're probably taught that exercise is good for you and getting out and playing is awesome for your health, sports are encouraged, etc. But the second that you become a teenager, or even worsening through your adulthood, this pressure, this immense pressure surrounding exercise is placed on you. Exercise stops being associated with joyous movement that promotes your overall physical and mental well-being, and it starts being pushed on you as a means of maintaining a certain aesthetic, most often. And through those same means, workouts start to be used as punishments for how you look, what you ate, or otherwise. Weight loss and or body recomposition goals can absolutely be very healthy, science-based, and approached with the positive mindset, 1000%. But the main point is that exercise is just so much more than that, right? Like, so much more. If you want to transform your relationship with exercise and get the best results out of each workout while feeling great about it, body and mind, I'd recommend the following. Step number 1, take a step back and figure out your current why. When you lace up those running shoes, you pick up those weights, you lay out that yoga mat, or get ready to participate in whatever physical activity of any form, what's running through your mind? Assess your current motivation with honesty and without judgment. Step 2 is, once you know your why, if it's rooted in any negative emotions or non-health promoting motivations, challenge yourself to shift that intention. Make that promise to yourself at the outset. Step number 3, every time you go to work out, now that you've made that commitment to yourself, verbalize your new health promoting intention. Say it out loud to yourself. Might sound silly. It's not. It's science backed. Say it out loud. I am exercising because I love myself. I'm exercising to decrease my aches, pains, and tension. I'm exercising to feel stronger, faster, and more flexible. I'm exercising to build my stamina and breathe easier. I'm exercising to boost my mood and just feel better. Whatever it is. And finally, step number 4 is just reflect. After setting that new intention and completing a workout and verbalizing that new intention to yourself, see how you feel. After repeating that practice over and over again, hopefully you slowly but surely, if not after the very first time, watch as your demeanor starts to change noticeably. Revel in it as the workout dread, the shame, pressure, any negativity starts to melt away from you. By reflecting and appreciating any positive changes, that will establish neural connections between movement and a positive emotional experience for you. This positive association will likely allow you to recover better from the workouts and the effort that you've put in, gain more out of each session as a result, and that will motivate you to keep going on this path and thus making this a sustainable lifestyle change. Maintaining consistency starts to feel much more achievable and, dare I say, enjoyable, because the stress and weight that you were carrying about your workouts has been kicked to the curb. Now, important to note, getting the results that you want all depends also on the specific routine that you're following. Guidance is key, and if you ever need someone you trust to craft a custom workout plan designed by a doctor of physical therapy using science-based principles with your clinical history, goals, and lifestyle in mind, Lovely Bones has got your back, obviously. But before any routine or any considerations thereof, appropriately structured or not, can make a positive difference in your life, you have to have that foundation of a health-promoting mindset, at the best, a self-love mindset. Once you build that foundation, the rest of structuring your routine and figuring out what works best for you is just fun exploration. Changing thought patterns and behaviors is not easy by any means. I don't mean to make it sound like that, but by setting these very realistic goals of self-affirmation and assessment at each session of exercise, you'll set yourself up for success to build a sustainable lifestyle change. Trust me when I say that the effort and time spent to look inwards and make this shift will reap the biggest return on investment you could ever imagine. On a quick personal note, as of 2025, I am working full-time for Lovely Bones, full-time for myself, to bring you the high quality rehab and prehab experiences that I know each and every one of you deserves. I have revamped everything about my business, including this podcast. I felt that especially during February, the month of love. Trying to evoke love here. Red shoes, red pants, anatomical heart necklace. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. There was no better topic to start on than exercise mindset based in self-love. Exercise can absolutely be a ritual of self-love if you approach it with that intent. Regardless of where you're at, how you feel about yourself, your appearance, your current level of fitness, life is precious. Life is precious. You deserve to feel well. And in order to do that, you have to show your body and mind respect. This might sound totally woo-woo, but when I tell you that I could cry thinking about the fact that I used to run myself literally into the ground in my workouts and hate what I saw in the mirror on the vast majority of days. I could cry thinking about it because now, today, each and every time I work out, I do so because I love myself. My workouts feel like a spiritual ceremony of paying reverence to the anatomical marvel that I call home every day, to this body that has carried me on my best and my worst days. Shifting my mindset around fitness literally changed my life in terms of my health overall, my self-worth, and my body image as well. And I really, really want that for you too. Thank you for listening, as always, and for supporting my business. Check out lovelybonespt.com to explore our concierge physical therapy, custom workout planning, therapeutic recovery treatments, and fitness class services. Follow at lovelybonespt on socials, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, all linked in the show notes. Reach out to me anytime. Thank you to Giancarlo Renzi at Rido Sounds for this awesome podcast music. Sending big love to you all and have a beautiful rest of your day.